never been boating in the Channel Islands before, one great way to get a flavour of it is to stay in a hotel and then charter a boat so that the professional skipper can show you around. We stayed in the 5-star Longville Manor Hotel just outside of St Helier on Jersey, whose owner also runs this Princess 42 charter boat, Fizz 2. We stayed there for 3 nights, giving us 2 days on board the boat. The first day, we headed south to go and visit some of the many reefs that surround the island. Our first stop-off point was the Minkies. At high tide, there's only a few rocky outcrops that emerge from the sea, so we headed further east towards the Îles Chausey. So now we're just coming into the Îles Chausey, and we're just moving into this little sound here. It's quite dramatic. You can see all these reefs and rocks around us, and then a little patch of land and a lighthouse up on the highest point of the island. But quite daunting when you're coming in here, just seeing all these exposed rocks. But there is a safe channel through here, and we're just going to see if we can sneak in and maybe pick up a buoy and go ashore for a few minutes. Because there were no spare mooring buoys available, our skipper dropped us off at the local jetty, and we made our way across the island while he took the boat round and anchored in a beautiful little bay on the opposite side of the island. Here we took the tender ashore and wandered around to explore the island before coming back for a fabulous lunch provided by the hotel. After lunch, we head off again, and this time headed north, right past the east coast of Jersey and up towards the Ecrehous. With a tidal range of over 10 metres around the Channel Islands, you get some really huge tides, and you need to be careful. You can just see how this rib is struggling against the incoming tide. By ducking out of the main tidal flow, we managed to pick up one of the visitor mooring buoys to keep Fizz 2 safely at rest, while we made our way to the shore in the little tender. It's a strange, almost lunar landscape ashore. The massive tidal range means that at any time of day it can feel completely different. Again, there are a few small houses and fishermen's huts perched on one of the larger islands, but most of the outcrop is just made up of sand, stones and rocks. After a good explore around, looking down from the high point on the island at the extraordinary pattern of reefs and tidal lagoons, we gradually made our way back to the tender just in time before the tide started to carry it away. It was a fascinating first day's cruising, and we went back to the hotel looking forward to the next day cruising around the island of Jersey itself. Our first stop-off point was St Brelades Bay, where we managed to tuck into a quiet corner and make our way ashore to explore the pink granite bays that's so typical of the area. The north coast of Jersey is a wonderfully unspoilt cruising paradise, and after enjoying many of the coves and bays, we stopped off in the corner of Bonne Nuit Bay for another lunch and a refreshing swim.
Okay, that is really quite cold. Oh my goodness. Whoa. 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 Quite breathlessly cold. I'm not sure I can make it the whole way around the boat.
Having provided the entertainment for the afternoon and enjoying another fabulous lunch, we upped the anchor and headed off round the island to complete our circumnavigation, stopping off en route at the Napoleonic era St Catherine's Breakwater and stopping briefly at Gorey Harbour, although sadly the tide was too far out to get in close to the castle. One of the joys of chartering a boat like this is that it comes with a skipper who really knows the area and can show you a little bit of everything. It's also fast enough to get to places and big enough to enjoy it in real comfort. Overall, I would highly recommend the experience, both the charter boat and the extremely comfortable hotel. If you get a chance, go for it. You won't regret it.